The Round the Island race is rapidly approaching. It's always been one of my favourite races in the UK calendar, just because it's so big. There's so many boats involved, and they're boats that come from everywhere. Lots of people you don't normally see on the racetrack come out just to make a day of it. Really is a race for everyone. I think my favourite moments are leaving the marina in the morning and the kind of smell of everyone cooking breakfast, and then you head out down the channel towards the Needles and look behind you and there's just a wall of sails, and the day kind of just progresses like that. It's always different, there's always different people on the racetrack, and it's a really special day out. The key to dressing well for a coastal or inshore race like the Round the Island is having versatility in your kit. So being able to manage lots of different temperature changes from early morning to the midday sun, as well as going through tidal overfalls where it might be a bit wet, but also moving around a boat where there's lots of people in a small environment. So it's having a small limited amount of kit that will cover a great range of conditions. I'm going to share with you some of the Helly Hansen kit that I would wear for an inshore or coastal race. Starting with the base layer, I choose a slightly lighter base layer when I'm sailing inshore. So I don't use my merino wools, but this is the Leafer Active base layer. It's still a thermal base layer, but it's much lighter. It'll wick moisture away from your body when you're working really hard, but still gives you that extra warmth that a t-shirt doesn't. If we are lucky with the weather, then of course you can always change to a technical t-shirt, which will protect you from the sun, but I'm never normally that warm in the UK. I normally like to have another layer on top of that for the early mornings, or if the breeze is chilly. And actually this half zip fleece is perfect again because it's light and yet it's got good thermal properties, but it won't bulk you up underneath your foul weather gear. Base layer bottom half, I don't wear thermals when I'm coastal or inshore. I only really wear those when I know I'm going overnight. So I love these from Helly. These are HP Technical leggings. They are warm, stretchy, so they've got lots of lycra in them. And then they have this kind of ribbing over the knees so that if you're like me and you spend a lot of time scrabbling around on your knees in the cockpit, there's just that extra bit of grip. And they fit really well underneath your foul weather gear, so you can move around quickly and efficiently. The foul weather gear itself, I choose the Agear Race Salopette. The main difference between this and the offshore ones are that they're just a slightly lighter construction. So the knees are still reinforced, but they don't have the padding in them. The top half, rather than kind of having the waterproof material that comes up to chest height, they've got a stretchy bib on the top half which goes over your shoulders and just keeps them really kind of well fitting. The ladies' ones have got this drop seat pant arrangement, which is fairly helpful for an inshore race, so you don't have to completely get disrobed if you need to go to the loo. And then I like in particular these little belts here so that you can cinch all of the material in around your waist, which means that you're not bulky. It's just much easier to move around. And then my jacket, when I'm sailing inshore or coastal, unless it's a really difficult conditions or I'm sailing a super high performance boat, then I prefer to go for a zip jacket because that means I can regulate my heat a bit better and it's just easier to get it off and on. And I choose the HP Foil women's jacket. So this is just super lightweight, really technical fabric, again wicks the moisture away from you, well fitting, nice zip up the front, hood on the back, super light, easy to wear.